Turn me up in my monitor. They swear. I gotta put that as a sound bite. That Stevie Wonder. Yeah, I'm gonna do a Stevie Wonder. When I'm done with my soundboard, I had already fixed it because I had put it in my other previous videos. It's just a matter of because I always speed up my videos, so the soundboard be sounding crazy. Because I always speed up my videos to 1.25x, and then I post the video. Let me turn my monitor on my end. See how this is looking. There is a lot I need to cover. A lot I need to cover. Here we are. Uh-oh. I think I see somebody in there. Let yourself be known. Let yourself be known if you're in here so I can get started. Somebody wanted me to cover Fresh and Fit. So if you have any questions on Fresh and Fit, speak now, forever hold your peace, because I'm gonna give you an overview what I think about these guys from an objective perspective. Because mind you, I watch all of these guys, even the ones I don't like. That's how I'm built. That's how I'm built. So if I'm gonna give you an assessment, you got to get your feelings out of it. That's just how I'm built. All right, we'll give it probably 1 or 2 more minutes. Oh shoot, Undead is in my stream. I was waiting for the the usual suspects. I usually have AJ reactions in my chat. I usually have Lorette I just met on my chat, and Jake. But yeah. Undead, shout out to you, man. Because your philosophy, I know people give you shit about your philosophy, but I completely understand where you're coming from. What I like about Undead, because what people don't understand is this content, the reason why he's like, Undead is like, don't try to rely on this to make this your money, because in a little while, social credit score is coming. Social credit score is coming. You're not going to be able to make money off the manosphere stuff. So time is going to tell who really cares about these kind of issues. And once people start policing this kind of stuff, we're going to see who really cares about this stuff. And I know Hammerhand is still going to be here. I know Undead's going to be here. Facts. Yeah. We don't care about social credit score. We already see it's coming. People been warning you about this. That social credit score thing, this is why I agree with you. This is why I be agreeing with you. I know, because I do watch Taylor the you know what. I know you might not want me to mention the name. And I'll see in the comment section, why did they fall out and whatnot? But I'll just say, look, you're not going to be making money. People are not going to be able to just come in, especially now. The manosphere is just, it's just ladies coming in there, repeating MGTOW talking points and making bank, just making bank off the The Simps. I'm just like, man, I used to come in 2016, bro. In 2016, when I was in college, I came to this, like, I came watching, looking for answers, because things was just not adding up, you know. And it was like the space, what it was then, it used to be so hard hitting that I used to be like, whoa, this is a lot. But now it's, I like, you know, I appreciate what Kevin Samuels did in terms of bringing a lot of the topics mainstream, but it has brought in, it's turned a red pill, purple pill. It's turned a red pill, purple pill. And now you got these people that, now I will say something. Say if I'm talking about a talking point, they'll be like, oh, you're just a wannabe Andrew Tate. And I'm like, bro, people been saying this stuff for ages before Andrew Tate. Comedians have been saying stuff. Bill Burr, Corey Holcomb, Patrice O'Neal. I mean, should I say more? And you'll say a talking point. Oh, for real? Yes, I am willing to talk about this. I would be honored if you let me come on your show. Pause. I would be honored. In terms of like the streaming thing, I think do I need like a stream key or something? Because I am still fairly new. So watch out with that. Yeah, I know. I know. On YouTube, yes, I will find a way to get on your show. I'm gonna go on because I'm still on my YouTube tutorial stuff. I'm still learning new things about. I just started learning about stream keys, getting an invite on the show, just coming in on via YouTube and stuff like that, sharing and stuff. So yes, I will be back with you on that. And thank you for coming on. Okay, yeah. It is, yeah. The more I'm doing this, especially I've just started doing the live streams again. Just click a link I send you. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, man. But yeah, what show would that be? What show would that be? If it's like, if it isn't, yeah, like it can really be any show. And I'll just click it, and then I'll, try to join in on the talking points and whatnot. But yeah, I would love to come on your show. That would be very interesting. I would never think I would be on a show to join in just talking with Undead. That would be crazy. That would be crazy on my end. That, because especially when I talk about, I used to watch. I would never watch a full Undead stream. I just remember seeing, I'm like, damn, how many channels he got? Because mind you, also with Undead, I don't know Undead, I don't know if you know Tommy Sotomayor. Both of you guys have similar plights. You guys have literally had to make so many different channels because YouTube keep kicking you off. And I'm one of those people. I understand if YouTube keep kicking you off, that means you're saying something that's real. So that's what that means. Tommy Sotomayor literally had, I think, 90 channels. And mind you, me growing up watching Tommy, I didn't agree with most of the stuff he said. But the older I get, the more I realize why he said the things that he said. I completely understand where he's coming from. That's why I like Undead. That's why I like Hammerhand. That's why. Shout out to Sandman. First of all, he was one of the first when it comes to this AI stuff, because this AI stuff, he was, the way he was talking about it. When you talk about exponential, increase, that was deep in terms of, like, now it's it's increasing at a rate. It's not increasing like diagonal. It's literally like this. It's literally just exponentially increasing to the point where now they're already making fake hostage videos. They're stealing money by imitating, and all they need is like they just need your YouTube. They just need like a 10-minute video of you, and then they can make you. That's crazy. That's the power of AI. But let me go back on topic. Fresh and Fit. My thoughts on Fresh and Fit. Here's the thing. I've seen Myron in Connecticut before. You might not believe me. I'm from Connecticut. I've seen Myron before. This is why when I first saw Fresh and Fit, I was like, I think I've seen this dude before. Oh shoot, Lorette's here. Lorette. Hey, Lorette. I don't know if you see the chat. I want you to see the channel here that just joined that joined in with me. I don't know if he's still on with me, but this guy, Undead Chronic, he's one of the biggest Manosphere creators in there, and he gave me a shout out on his channel a little while back. He's been showing a lot of love to me lately. I've been so appreciative, but he's one of the more hardcore Manosphere creators that I respect. I actually respect in here. Yeah. He like recently he just showed me like love. Like he found like one of my videos. I don't know how. I don't know how. Like I'm starstruck. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to suck him off or anything, but I'm appreciative because this is one of the biggest Manosphere creator in my opinion. Don't just count the subs because he's been kicked off so many times off this platform. Not more than Tommy, but pretty close. Pretty close to Tommy. Anyway, back to Fresh and Fit. Let me go back to Fresh and Fit. I've seen Myron before in Connecticut back in the day. I've seen him before. And his talking points and how he presents himself. Yes, Fresh and Fit are grifters. Yes, I agree with that. They are grifters. But I understand where Myron is coming from. Well, a lot of people don't know. I don't know if Myron has mentioned it on his show, but I think he's from Stratford. I think he is from Stratford, if I'm not mistaken. He's got to me, like the way he presents himself, he's either got to be from Stratford or he's got to be completely from up north, from Bristol. The way he presents himself, I've seen him before, and it was around the Stratford area, the Bridgeport Stratford area. I think he's from Stratford. I think he is from Stratford. I could be wrong. I think Myron is from Stratford. So I've seen him before, and the way he acts, what people don't understand in Connecticut, this is when you're talking about Stratford, places like this, these are working class type cities, right? And the savages you got to deal with up here in Connecticut. Myron is not dealing with he's not just dealing with when Myron grew up, I can tell he wasn't just dealing with ninjas. He was dealing with some savage white dudes too, some savage Latinos from all races. Trust me, that's the type of city Stratford is. And you see how like Myron can just be roasting people for days. That's how it goes up here. That's how it is. That's how it is. I'm from around a similar area from Myron. Hence why I understand and I tend to sympathize with him. Ninjas and radioactive honky tonks. Yep, exactly. Undead, you know. I think Myron's from Stratford. I think he is. I don't know his bio. He's got to be either from Stratford or he's got to be from Bristol. Not Hartford, Bristol. Like there's specifics when it comes to Connecticut. Yeah, ninjas and radioactive honky tonks. That's facts. That's facts. Now, Fresh, I only sympathize with him because he looks exactly like me. He's literally my twin. I have in Connecticut, I've met one other doppelganger of me. It's this guy that works in a movie theater in Norwalk. This guy literally looks like me, but if he was like with no acne and like 2 or 3 inches taller. That's the one other doppelganger I've met in my life. And Fresh is literally my doppelganger. He's literally like the nice version of me. That's Fresh. Fresh is the nice. He is the nice, friendly. He's like the opposite of me. Like me, I can be very brash. Like, I didn't realize how brash I could be. I would say certain things and people go, whoa. And I forget, sometimes I can be a dinosaur to people that are younger than me because I still be saying the F word. If you know what the F word is, I still be saying that sometimes. I'll say things. I'll say things that Myron said. Said. I was. You know what I mean? So I'm a dinosaur. So Fresh is literally the nice version of me. I'm like his evil twin. That's the only reason why I sympathize with Fresh. Barbaric, I know. Yes. Now, in terms of their program, the PUA stuff, I cannot get behind. As much as I want, like, I want people in this space to succeed and stuff, but this PUA stuff, this pickup thing, I just can't get behind it. Imagine this. You're complaining about women having this high ego, high inflation of this, high inflation of that, but you're literally marketing your whole thing. Oh, PUA? Okay, Lorette, okay. So the PUA community, that's pickup artist. PUA is short for pickup artist. So remember those MTV shows from like in the early 2000s about pickup artists and stuff, and they made a whole series about his shirts and VH1 and all that stuff. They made TV shows about that stuff. Guys like Mystery. Who else? Roosh V. Those guys, clowns. Those guys are clowns. Yeah, also, you know about that. Yeah, those guys are clowns. To me, those guys are clowns. I don't like this PUA stuff because if you're complaining about ladies having high egos and stuff, but you're literally telling men to go talk to 100 women, but you're only going to have a 0.1% success rate, that I cannot get behind. And I can't get behind that. I can't get behind that. Now, also, Fresh and Fit, they have several shows throughout the day. I think 3 or 4 shows throughout the day. They'll have their regular show. They'll bring like a guest and they'll talk about financial stuff and whatnot. And I actually like that. I like that. But then they'll have their late night show, right? And maybe the guest from the morning or the afternoon will come and join them for the afternoon show, for the night show. And that's when they bring all the ladies. That's where they get most of their views. That's where they get most of their viral clips. I do not watch those shows. I've stopped watching those late night shows a long time ago because anytime if you have a room and it's like 2 dudes and it's like 10 girls, nothing productive can come out of that. No productive discussions. All you can hope for is viral clicks and more views and whatnot. The only times I showed up as a chatter on that show, on that Fresh and Fit show, I got banned off the super chat. That was like I think that was one of the few super chats I ever did. It was I got banned is when Michaela Peterson was on the show. And once I found out Michaela Peterson was on Fresh and Fit, I was like, what? I was trolling the whole time. I got banned because I kept bringing up, what's that picture with, because Michaela Peterson she is the type of girl that all these male conservatives Undead likes to call them conservacucks, but she is the type of girl that these people just lift up in the air, and they just think that she's like this good person, but she's clearly not. She's clearly not. Mikhaila Peterson, that is well, I'm not gonna say grip. Well, she did grift. She did grift. She is a grifter, but she's she's full of caca. Let's put it that way. She thinks people are dumb. She thinks that and she is right, because most of these men fall for that. Let me tell you something. If you a white girl with blonde hair, you could literally hustle this stuff, man. You could really hustle that white male conservative fan base. You could literally be grifting money off these people like they're nothing. And on the black man side, all you gotta be is just be a pog and repeat some manosphere talking points, a la Just Pearly, who's that's one of the biggest grifters in here, Just Pearly. But I respect the hustle though, so I don't have too much to say. All I can say about Just Pearly is I cannot watch her content or even respect her in terms of she Me Too'd a black man. And for some weird, it's not just that, it's just that there were black manosphere creators that knew about that story and still was supporting her. And now they want to jump off the bandwagon just because of the Nick Fuentes show. I'm like, bruh. So I'm like, so now you're realizing she ain't all that. Now they realize she ain't all that. It's like now people realize she ain't all that. I'm like, you knew about that story. That shout out to Underground Uncut. You guys knew about this story, and now you hate her because she did a show with Nick Fuentes. But anyway, back to Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit, they're good and bad for the space. I don't know how to put it, because I don't want to like me. I don't want to come off as I'm not gonna say hate. I just don't want to come off as somebody that wants them to like lose subscribers or anything. Because yeah, she do. Yeah, Just Pearly, she has a lot of support. I don't know why. I cannot support somebody that you can't be talking about modern women, especially. Okay, this is my problem, especially with the black manosphere. A lot of black manosphere creators, they complain about, the women in their community, black women in particular, and how they need to do this, they need to do that, which is true. But in the same breath, there were black women content creators that was calling out Just Pearly things on her lie. Even black women creators that I did not like. And I was like, nope, they're right about this one. And black manosphere creators still came up to the defense of Just Pearly. And I'm like, you know what she did, right? Like, you know who she is. And with all of that, they still... I don't know how you can support a woman like this. I don't know. She's literally, she goes against everything that we talk about. First of all, here's the thing about this whole TradCon stuff and whatnot. Here's the thing about this TradCon stuff. If you're a real traditional conservative, she would already have a husband and kids by now. Oh, shout out to AJ. Yo, AJ, I want you to look at the chat. Do you know who Undead is? Do you know who Undead Chronic is? Yo. Cause he's been showing me love, like he's been literally showing me just like licks of love here and there, man. And it's made a hell of a difference to not only the algorithm, but my confidence and you and AJ and you, bro. Cause like it's crazy. And AJ, like your channel is growing. Oh, and also I've been learning how to do the, the link stuff and whatnot, and on the collab side. Oh shoot! Undead said Pearly Things is an albino giraffe with a gibbon ape's face. Oh shit! That's cold blooded, bro. That's cold. That's cold, man. That's cold. Hey, you think she need makeup? Yeah, Undead's channel's lit. He's wild. Like, I remember one of my Instagram followers. No. A musician I know that I collabed with. He started. Oh, here's the thing about this Manosphere stuff. So he just found the Manosphere stuff, and I could tell something happened between him and his relationship, because he used to be a liberal. But something happened. I was like, yeah, I've been waiting for this. I knew it was gonna happen. So he's been watching like all the kind of like the lightweight mainstream RP stuff, and like, mediocre tutorials, not bad channels, stuff like that. What's another like lightweight red pill channel? Poor Man's Podcast, stuff like that. Stuff like that. And he's starting to get it. Now he's starting to get it. And when I had mentioned Undead on my Instagram, I thought he knew him. So I was like, oh shoot, Undead? And he's like, who's that? Let me look it up. I'm like, oh, actually, don't look him up. And he looked up. He's like, oh, this dude's wild. Yeah, most people are not ready for Undeads. Yeah, because Crowder, that's another one. Like, yo, AJ, let me tell you something about the male conservatives, especially the white male conservatives. They got to catch up, man. They got to catch up. Like, this stuff is like, because some of the stuff that they're discovering now, it's like, bruh, you got to catch up. Like, like a lot of these guys, like white male conservatives can be such like, not simps. They're just hope strategists, like to the nth degree, bro. Yeah, they are simps, but it's just like, a lot of it is just hope strategy to a whole, like they get like they're shocked that the orange man is in trouble, and I'm like, guys, they really think that like the problem with white Caucasian male conservatives, they think they can go into court and plead their case and win. And I'm like, dude, they're still telling dudes to get married and stuff. Like, I'm like, bro, do you live in what world are you living in right now? Do you see what's going on? they have no idea what's going on, bro. They got to catch up, man. I don't get it. I tend to I know a lot of Caucasian female liberals talk crazy about them, but I'm like, they're saving y'all. The white male conservatives they're going to be the ones that are they're keeping them alive, to be quite honest with you. Even look, yo, watch this. Even with, Riley Gaines. I don't know if you know about Riley Gaines and how she got attacked by the Transformer crew because Leah Thomas basically took her spot, and now she's trying to speak out about it now because it's affecting her. It was like so much male conservatives in the comment section simping over her. Literally like, I will save you from these people. And I'm like, bruh, I don't know why these dudes are putting themselves on the line for female sports when they were literally telling you these were the same people that were saying, we need to get paid as much as men. We need, yeah, the deceptive. Yo, That video had me laughing, not because she got hurt. It's just because, like, before she got attacked, like, they were doing whole dance moves. They were having a dance off before she. They had a whole dance off, bro. They had a dance off. Actually, let me go back to Fresh and Fit. I don't want my stream. I don't want my stream to get messed up. I don't want my stream to get messed up. When I talk about certain things, I be noticing things on my stream. I'm like, whoa, why is my latency dropping off? Let me go back to Fresh and Fit. Let me go back to Fresh and Fit. So Fresh and Fit. Oh, AJ, let me repeat something about Fresh and Fit. I've seen Myron before. I have seen Myron before. We're from the same state. I think he's from Stratford. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he's from Stratford. If not Stratford, then Bristol. Fresh, I like Fresh only because he looks exactly like me. He's a doppelganger of mine. I believe Fresh and Fit, I believe these guys are grifters. I think they're good and bad for the manosphere. I think, because I watched the comment section, I think there are a lot of dudes that are very unaware on how things really goes in terms of the party life and stuff like that. And I think they have brought many manosphere creators on there, and that was because of Myron. I can tell Myron has studied a lot of these manosphere people, the PUAs, the MGTOWs, all these people. I believe because he's had Cappy on his show, he's had CGA on his show, he's had a lot of, I'm talking about different. He's like Myron. Fresh and Fit have had so many manosphere content creators come on there, and a lot of them are beefing now. Like I'm talking about manosphere creators that are in beefs. He's had all of them on their on the show. He's even had Destiny on. He's not a man. Well, Destiny's not a manosphere content creator, but he's had Sneako on the show. He's had Andrew Tate on the show. I remember in 2020 or 2021 he had him on the show. And I think, and you know, even though these are two, Andrew Tate and Fresh and Fit, Andrew Tate and Myron, those are two of the biggest grifters in the space. But I did like the show that they did together, not with the girls. I don't watch that. I don't watch the late night shows. They had a show, like in the afternoon or something like that, when it was just them and Andrew Tate, and they did talk about certain things that I do agree with, and I appreciated that show. But the best show that I've ever seen on Fresh and Fit, one of the best shows I've ever seen, obviously it wasn't the late night. It wasn't a late night with it wasn't a late night show. Yeah, that beefing stuff, it could be a distraction. Oh shoot. Oh, we're good now. We're good. That was on my end. I thought something happened, but there was. Anyway, the only thing about what was I saying? Yeah, the best show I ever seen was the one with Tommy Sotomayor. Tommy Sotomayor was the best show that they had on there. It was just Tommy and them, and they talked about some real stuff, and I can respect that. Another content creator I really respect is Cappy. Aaron Clary, I think is, if I were to ever recommend a channel to somebody, if they can't watch Hammerhand, if they're not, I don't think most men are ready for Hammerhand and guys like that, Sandman and those guys. Even though Sandman I would recommend too. I don't think most people are ready for Undead because I think the language, I keep forgetting, most people don't speak like Undead. So I would say, yeah, Better Bachelor Joe. I would always recommend Better Bachelor, Cappy. And then if you can take these two, then there's another level, right? After you can take these two, but you want more information, then you go to CGA, right? Coach Greg Adams, right? Because then the language, you know what I mean? Cause there's a lot of stuff these guys say and people will get offended. And then I believe after you kind of graduate from there, then you can go to the undeads, the hammer hands, you know what I'm saying? And the other like big time MGTOW content creators. Yeah, that's what I believe. But anything regarding PUA stuff, cold approaching, I do not agree with that. Cold approaching, I no. No. Oh, shoot. Yeah, AJ, you saw that? AJ, you got that invite from Undead right above you. He said He said you could join. He's talking about me. So he said we could both join on this weekend. We could have a good convo. I am down with that. I'm gonna put my email. I'm gonna put my email in the chat real quick because I'm still new. I'm still new to a lot of this. I'm gonna put my email in the chat. So we can set we have to set this up. Because there's a lot of things that is happening right now. We have to talk about this real shit right now. Just because it's Manosphere right now is at a I'm not gonna say crossroads, but it's pretty close to that. And we got to talk about some real ish because now the Manosphere space is now, you know, that Tyrese's ex that he's battling in court over child support money. You know, she's a Manosphere content creator. How did we let this happen? How did we let this happen? Somebody had showed like a clip or something. And I was like, isn't that Tyrese's ex? I did some research and I'm like, oh my God, this is Tyrese's ex. And she's talking about, yes, she's a Manosphere content creator. Samantha Gibson or something like that. And yeah, I swear to God, you can look it up. I'm not lying to you. Trust me. Yo, she's a Manosphere content creator and she's talking about she's making a killing. I was like, she's making videos, making money off the Melanie King, she's the worst. She might be the worst. I said Just Pearly is the worst. Melanie King might be the worst. She's the most disingenuous some of my you know what that I've probably seen in this space. But she was brought in by, even though I appreciate Kevin Samuels for what he did, but she was brought in by Kevin. But that is, you know, that's the thing. I appreciate Kevin Samuels, but some of these people that he's brought in, I can't even, you know, oh my, like Melanie King, she's so disingenuous. Cause I had heard something about her story. I don't want to get too much into her personal life, but she got divorced and the man divorced her. So that is a red flag right there in and of itself. Now my antennas are up. I'm like, okay, what happened? And on top of that, he says, the time this week. Oh, shoot. Undead already gave me the email. What time this weekend works? Let's see. What we got this weekend. Late night. Oh, let me not speak over that over the air. Let me not speak that over the air. Late night Saturday, late night Sunday, late night Saturday, late night Sunday. I'm free. Late night Saturday, late night Sunday. I'm free like a bird, bro. Oh, crap. Let's Let me pause this real quick. Give me 2 minutes, guys. Give me 2 minutes. Let me make this. Late night. Making something happen, man. This is a dream come true for me. Like literally, because I used to watch these guys like just like in my dorm back in the day. Like, this is crazy. Oh man. Just sent that email, man. Oh man. It might be happening. Late night stream might be happening on Undead's channel. Yo. Say Pearl basically got shine off Cam Sammy. So did Real Femme say. Yeah, Real Femme say. I don't know what to think about her. She comes off. I mean, she comes off as a very disingenuous too. And I knew when she got her subscribers, I knew what was gonna happen. She was gonna end up acting like everybody else. All the rest of the men are virgin incels and blah blah blah. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. It's the same script. It's the same script. Like, bruh. And on top of that, with real with her is just you got to look at her back. Like I said, all you got to do is do a little bit of research. She's a divorcee, literally admitting to monkey branching, and the simps go crazy over her. I'm like, this is a former military girl. You know what that means, right? Like, oh, but this is the thing. Let me put it back to Fresh and Fit. The reason why I don't mind a whole lot of young dudes watching them that much is because I look at the comment section and I will be like, I look at the comment section and it will be dudes saying some of the darnest things. They'll be like, I remember somebody was like, why is being a nurse the number one thought profession? And I was like, you don't know why? It's like, how do you not know this stuff? Or it'll be like, it was a Fresh and Fit clip that kind of went viral. Well, it didn't go viral. I don't think it did. And these guys were in the comment section because the girls had revealed their body count, and this for the first time, I don't think they were lying, because they were saying, oh yeah, they were like, they were saying, yeah, the average girl's body count is probably like 75, 85, 95, 100s in their early 20s. And the guys in the comment section were shocked. For some weird reason, they were shocked. I was like, guys, you guys got to catch up. Like, Gen Z, the girls our age, they easily get body counts over 100 easily by like 24, 25. Yep, nurses, lawyers. Yes, any chick with a psychology degree, some kind of psych degree, that is she a 304. Cops, yep. Hairstyle, military chicks. Stay away and watch this. AJ, you might not agree with this. All these ones that you listed, yes. But like I said, the number one thought profession, you might not agree with this, is teacher. You might not agree with this. To me, from what I've seen in my life, teacher, number one thought profession. Think about it, especially nowadays. Think about it. Just think about it. I've had like people I've done music with. I've had people I've done music with me that's seen my videos and like, why do you think teacher? Yeah, they're all especially. Yeah, exactly. People, yeah, exactly. No sex worker jobs allowed. Exactly. No sex worker jobs allowed. I had made. Oh, yep, exactly. But yeah, with the teachers, it's really easy for me. Who are the professionals that are keep getting caught with OnlyFans? It's nurses and teachers. Nurses, it makes sense. I don't even got to explain that, even though I kind of did that in one of my older videos. The teachers, what people don't understand with the teachers, the school that I went to when I was in elementary school, teachers will take breaks. Like it was a well-behaved like school and class. Teachers will just take multiple breaks, 15-minute breaks, 20-minute break. Okay, guys, stay here. Don't do anything. And like I said, I went to school in the suburbs, so they could do that. They would just leave us there. They'll give us the whole period. All right, guys, you guys got to read this book. You guys can't misbehave and whatnot. And anytime I would try to start some trouble, they'll be like, Chris, stop. They would leave and would not come back. You would never see them. When they leave the classroom doing all this stuff, they're not doing anything productive. Trust me. I used to be in second grade. There was a point in my life where I was literally in the office every other day because I got kicked out of class. Yeah, 10 p.m. Yeah, I just got another email. I would get, hold on for one sec. That's one thing I got to learn how to multitask better. And another thing is anything past midnight, I'm good. I can do past midnight. I can do a stream past midnight too. Just in case if Undead is still I can do past midnight too. It's no problem. Yes, sir. So yeah, when it like I said with the teachers, when I used to be in the office, yeah, the teachers. I've been that I see. I think I've seen that video. Yeah, same thing happened to me. When I say the teachers think people think I'm crazy for saying that. I've been saying this. I'm talking about I used to be a kid and I used to be saying these teachers are hoes. I'm t- they're not doing any. I used to be in the office in second grade. There was a point in second grade. I used to be in the office every day for no reason. Nah, I'm not gonna say for no reason. Some of them for no reason. And I would have to stay in the office. I'm telling you, those teachers, I used to be like, where are these teachers taking? Where they go? They're not doing nothing but talking shit, eating, because teachers for some reason they be broke as hell, but they always be ordering food like a motherfucker. Talking ish about students, teachers, and banging one of the janitors. That's what they do. People do not believe me for some reason, but I'm watching these people. I'm like, these are the most unproductive motherfuckers I have seen in my off time. I was a kid and I noticed this. And what people got to understand with the when it comes to teachers, these people were not smart people in when they were in school. They went to college, fornicated with anything that was moving, and once they became a teacher, found a simp, and just kind of moved on with their life. But they still, when you talking about, you got the janitors, right? That's one of the first Manosphere videos related videos I did. I talked about janitors being the most underrated cockhounds, because you got to look at it this way: the janitors, they got all the keys to all the secret closets that you don't know about. They got all the keys to every classroom. They know all the secret entrances, all the doors. They know the spots that people don't go to at all. And on top of that, you're seeing now the new generation of teachers. What they used to do is they used to go straight, like they used to get their teaching assistant, their teaching license, whatever. Then they go to elementary school, right? And they'll just stay there. They'll start there. Now, the new teachers now, they graduate really young, right? And the first thing they do is go straight back into high school teaching. This is a trend now that I've been noticing. I'm literally like, what the hell is that about? Because I'm not trying to deal with no high schools, especially this new generation. I ain't trying to deal with that. Exactly. They want to live out their high school fantasy. Exactly. I've been looking at that trend, and they've been making TikToks about it, bragging about how they literally making videos, how they're blending in with the students. And I'm literally like, what are you trying to do? like me, I'm like, what is that about? I don't know if any parents are ever going to see my stream, but if you can disagree with everything else. I don't give a fuck. Take this. If you have a son that is over 6 feet tall, or if you know he began getting the ladies in high school, and he's one of these people in high school, you better investigate those teachers, man. You better investigate, especially those female teachers. You better investigate them. Just investigate these people. Look, man, they're already getting in trouble. It's so many stories about about the students impregnating their teachers and then them having to pay child support once they turn 18. And people are just sweeping these stories under the rug. And also, I want my apology from all my I want an apology. I want an apology from all the people that acted like I was crazy for seeing what I was seeing. I want an apology from these people. Teachers are got to be the number one thought profession. But in that show, we'll save that for another time. Because I got stories upon stories upon stories upon stories about the thottery that goes on with these people. And when we talk about the top 5 professions, they always have teacher there in top 5, but nobody wants to put them number 1. They should be number 1 because they're literally they're literally in charge of shaping the minds of the new generation. But you have thoughts in charge of shaping. But I'm not worried about no nurse. A nurse, she's got to just do her job, whatever, and sell peace leave, whatever she got to do. We already know. We know that. We know what she is. But the teachers are literally in charge of supposedly shaping the new minds, and you want thoughts in charge of that, and they're underpaid. But that's a terrible combination, man. That's why they're number 1 for me. I can understand why it's a cop. All the female sex offenders are teachers, damn near. All of them are. Exactly. Oh, you got the stats for that. Uh-oh. It makes sense because it seems like every female sex offender has some kind of teaching profession or in some kind of role. They keep talking about power dynamics and all that. What's the power dynamics on that? Can't make this up. Exactly. At least a nurse will cheat with you with an adult. Yo. That's why At least people keep saying what? Why? But nurses, no, because at least a nurse will cheat on you with an adult. The teachers be cheating with a 13-year-old. These are the same teachers that are on the dating apps, and they're on the dating apps talking about I can't find a real man and all this stuff, but they're messing with 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 14-year-old Tyrone, 13-year-old Hector. But I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy for calling this out. We're the bad people for this. And it's right in front of people's faces. And when I would say this in middle school, people would think I'm just like, I have seen teachers flirt with male students in middle school. I have seen that. I've seen that happen with a particular student. I'm not going to put their name out there. And that, what I just said, that's actually a trick question, right? A trick scenario. Because I know a little bit more about that. Anyway, man, I'm just saying, like, there's no way. I did a video talking about professions basically that men should avoid in terms of if you're going to be in the dating market and you're trying to look for a serious long-term relationship. I think these are the professions that you should avoid. And I made that list, and then I even made a reverse list. But I said that reverse list is basically pointless because women are usually attracted to dudes with red flags. I don't know if I can pull up that meme. I found on Instagram because I found it hilarious because like the ladies, they'll talk about finding peace and healing. I have not met one. Oh, clearly, they don't want to load it up for me. That's crazy. I'm not going to force it. But basically the meme said, I get the best sleep. He said, the meme said, I got the best sleep ever by sleeping over a toxic ninja's house on a floor mattress with the fan blowing, and all the comments were agreeing with her. Now, these are going to be the same ladies complaining about toxicity. I was in an abusive relationship. And I'm just literally like, you're literally choosing to be mistreated. And you want us to step in? Step into what? What are you talking about? Well, exactly. It's all, and that's another thing. Coach Greg Adams had dropped a powerful episode. He called the episode is called Broke Chick Economics. And it literally breaks down why you have the Me Too, why you have the fake allegations, all that stuff. It's all economics. Why is the Me Too thing happening? It's all economics. They're broke. They got no money. They need money. They don't got nobody to take care of them. Hence the allegations. Why are they mad at the passport bros? They're not cleaning up after their mess anymore. I don't know what, I forgot which manosphere. It's another content creator I got this from. He said something so powerful. He said it's either you're a passport bro or you're a cleanup bro. Low key, he's not wrong. Because if you get married, you're a cleanup bro. If in this, especially in this society, if you're getting married now, you're a cleanup bro. Because if you're not either of those, they're just gonna call you a virgin incel for not dating anybody. even if you're smashing, they're still gonna call you that. Yep, is you either a passport bro or a cleanup bro. I forgot. I don't know. It was a Black Manosphere creator that said that, and I had to give him his propers. I forgot his name though. That's funny. That is funny though. But yeah, maybe I gotta hold up. I might have to I'm gonna try something tomorrow. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna try something before the live stream of the Corey Holcomb show. I'm gonna try because I remember the other two live streams I did two last week. I connected directly into the source, and my connection was perfectly fine. I think the problem is if I mention certain people's names, that's when it starts getting haywire. So I had to come up with nicknames for a lot of these people, like Orange Man. I'm gonna have to start calling certain presidents by their numbers. $44. I'm gonna have to call somebody 44, and I'm gonna say Orange Man, and then the person before Orange Man 44, because it will be fine. I'm talking about it'll be perfect. I used to do these live streams last year. I'm talking about via YouTube, which was the worst connection, audio problems and all that, but it would still go. And now that the connection is better, and then it'll be good. And then I'll mention certain names. I'll start mentioning M2 movement, and then all of a sudden, screen blacks out. I'm like, I did a whole live stream on. That's the thing. I did a soccer live stream, right? No problems. Zero problems. A whole soccer live stream, no problems. You start talking about some real stuff, all of a sudden, because they clearly were being monitored. I heard about what happened to Hammerhand with the situation with his mother, and them people coming for him at his house, saying, "Oh, you said something in your streams. That's why we had to come to your mother's house." I was like, "What?" So if they're able to do that, how are all these school shootings happening? And they're having whole manifestos via text message, but nobody picks that up. This is clear. I was like, so basically, with that being said, oh, AJ, your channel got temporarily demonetized. How though? I think that's a here's my problem. I think that's a disgrace. How they can demonetize a channel like yours, but Cynthia G, you are never mind. I'm talking about there is a woman on this platform and with followers that have made channels off of her philosophy of killing black male fetuses, and their channels are monetized. But we can't say protect our wallet. We can't say 304. Oh yeah, I've seen those videos before. They're trying to normalize the herp derp. She flagged your channel. Like I said, there are certain female content creators you got to watch out for, because one of my favorite comedians ever, Corey Holcomb, he was going back and forth with this obese chick on Twitter, and she got his whole Twitter taken down. I'm talking about this is a famous comic, and it could get taken down by a complaint off a fat chick, a random fat chick. Oh, let me use a random obese lady off of Twitter can just get your whole Twitter taken down. A nobody. And I was like, bro, are you serious? Everybody. Yeah, we gotta use these terms. We gotta use these terms, because if you even say the actual thing, You're gonna get my stream is gonna get taken down. I know how this works now, because it's clear. Even with the whole FBI thing, for the FBI to go to Hammerhand's people's spot, what the hell? Oh my God. That's one thing I gotta change. I don't want to use my music because the XLRs that I use on my gigs are like perfect high quality. I don't want to use it for this stuff because I want to keep that stuff separate. But it looks like I'll have to buy a different set of XLRs. Anyway, these are the XLRs that came with these mics. That's what the ones I use. But like, dude, Mike, for the FBI to, I gotta stop you. For these people to come to your house because you're on a Manosphere stream and you said something and they found it threatening. Clearly, they're letting these things happen. When you hear about mass shooting, mass, you know what? They're letting that happen because they're tapped into all of our stuff, but you can't see that stuff coming. But you're coming to somebody's house over a Manosphere stream. I mean, you cannot make that up. Like they're just knocking on your door. Is Mr. Hammerhand here? And he's just like, okay, what did I do? What I supported the Passport Bros and now I got the FBI. Nah. Like his message is pretty simple. Protect your wallet. But it is a dangerous message in the terms of the industry. Everything that runs the whole industry is literally around men impressing women, right? And if you take that away, that incentive away, you see all these men. The bridal industry with the bride and gowns. The ring, the jewelry industry is going down. The restaurant, they're begging certain bands to play there to get people to come. I'm in a country band too, and they need to be paying us more. Like they got I'm part of this country band that in Connecticut. I'm not gonna put their name out there just yet. I don't know if people can track my YouTube with them. But I'm talking about they bring numbers out. Like they bring numbers out to like, I'm not talking about like a regular bar. Like this is a like spots where we come through and they're running out of alcohol. Yeah, David's Bridal. They like these and they're like literally begging people for the live music and stuff and whatnot, just to bring people in because people don't want to come in no more to the restaurants. Yeah, the seafood spots be dead unless if like somebody's coming through. And that spoken word stuff, nobody trying to hear that shit no more. Nobody trying to hear that shit no more. That shit not flying. Nobody, like white people are not trying to hear the white man, you know, in hey yo, the black spoken words artists. No disrespect to y'all, but y'all gotta do something else. We gotta go back to singing again. Gotta go back to doing this. Gotta go back to the singing. People want to hear the music. Anyway. Anyway, let's go. Also, let me go back to topic. Oh wow, I've been on here for an hour now. Perfect. But yeah, I'm just was refreshing that email. Anyway, let's go back to topic. The reason why with the Fresh and Fit, let me focus on the late night show. Let me focus on the late night show of Fresh and Fit. This is where I see why I can identify a purple pillar, a blue pillar, even if you're on the red pill space. It'll be people in the comment section Nice. I just got your email. It'll be people in the comment section saying, why aren't they getting it? don't they? Or it'll be, or what's the other show? The whatever podcast. They'll be like, oh my, they'll start sending those super chats in. They don't get it. And blah 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 and whatnot. And what people need to understand is they don't have to. This is just for entertainment. When I watch Undisputed with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp, I'm not watching it to see if Skip Bayless is finally going to admit that he's crazy. The spoken word stuff. And they just nobody trying to hear that shit no more. I don't know who's gonna have the ball. Hey, I love y'all. Believe it or not, I love my sisters, man. I want them to succeed. Even the ones that was bashing me like crazy on the Twitter panel. I want them to succeed. I don't want to see them losing. I don't want to trust me. I swear on everything. I don't want to see these niggas, especially black women. I don't want to see them losing, especially off of false ideology that when we talk about womanism, this womanism stuff. Yeah, exactly. And what people don't understand on those shows like whatever podcast, those girls, they're just trolling a lot of the time, and they understand those girls, they understand they can do whatever they want in this society. Ultimately, what they're not looking to be a wife, especially not in their early 20s. They trying to party it up. I've literally talked to a chick, and she said her plan was to party up, live it up in her 20s, and then when she's 30, settle down and find somebody. And I literally told her, I'm like, that's a plan? And she's like, yeah. Mind you, pretty Asian chick, really pretty Asian chick. But the older I get, I'm like, oh, it is going to work. Somebody's going to pick that up. Somebody is going to put a ring on that. And this is the thing with that CGA's broke chick economics. Everything, you got to follow the money. You got to follow the situation. You know, obviously in her 30s, you're not going to get the same attention from men. So now you got to settle down. Oh my gosh, she loves me for me. No, most of them do. What the dudes don't understand, most chicks do not love you for you. like you serve a purpose for now. That's what you got to understand. And that's what, when you talk about guys that would get laid, like that top percentage of men that would get laid in high school, that was not an athlete, that was not that popular, but they somehow can get chicks. Guys like that, they understood early on in the game that they're not special. They're not like on the pedestal they're not PUAs. All right. They just understand we're human. We're all human. We all have our needs. Do not chase. Do not take what they say seriously, because most of them do not have a plan. That's what they understood early. And that's why I said the male conservatives, they're trying to save this. and on top of that, what people don't understand, a woman is going to be whatever she has to be in order to survive. So the reason why you see it's like, man, these 304s are wild nowadays. What's up? It's because they can afford to be wild. They can afford to do that. They're like, now in their mind, they think their power is in, they all think that because they have a peace sleeve and it makes them goddesses and queens and whatnot. And I blame black men for that. Black men have nobody to blame but themselves on that, calling these people queens and we was kings and all that BS. So I blame black men for that. And that with that, So they think they run the world, and then once they hit the wall, like Undead would say, then they want to settle. And what people, and the problem is, and let me call out another community, the Black Pill community, which I'm not saying they're wrong, but I'm just saying this, they're incomplete in their philosophy. They're not wrong in their philosophy. They're just incomplete. Exactly. They're the musicians on the Titanic still playing the music while it's going down. Like, this is why, even though the Passport Bros, they're clearly not perfect. Clearly they're flawed. But that is a solution. That is a real solution. Save yourself first. Find a way out first. Because what's going to happen is the ultimate people that are going to face the backlash of the 304s acting up is not them. It's going to be us. We're going to ultimately face the backlash of that. Our heads are going to be rolled, are going to be the ones cut off, not theirs. 304s are never going to run out of style. 304s are never going to run out of style. We're not going to run out of them. They're never going to run out of style. That's what people got to understand. And the male conservatives, they're trying to save us. Like, the ship is, it's sinking, bro. It's sinking. When you look, oh shoot, talk to you later. I'm gonna reply to that email. I'm gonna reply to that email and give you the information on that. So peace out on that. Peace out on that end. But back to the fresh fit. Thank you for joining me, man. This is powerful. But anyway, back to the fresh and fit stuff. There is a show that I used to watch when I was in college called the Zoe What Podcast. And Zoe used to have the same, before Fresh and Fit and all these people making all this money off of bringing ladies on their podcasts. Zoe what? This is talking about 2014. I'm talking about 2014, 2013. I used to see clips of that and started watching it more seriously in college. He would have these hoes in his podcast and he would talk about serious subjects. And these ladies would be talking about nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just a complete waste of time. That's why Zoe would invite Corey on the show, because he was hilarious. They had a chemistry and they would talk about real stuff. And it would be perfect when it would be just him, Corey, and then sometimes he'll bring on another male guest, whether it be Bobby, it would be a Bobby Glanton Smith, or another male celebrity, or somebody in the industry. And they would have a great, or another comedian, whether it be Jeff Brown, Grady, and those guys, right? It would be a great show, but he would bring these ladies on. They would be talking about nothing. I'd be like, bro, what are they talking about? And Corey Holcomb finally was like, yo, so the hoes that you be having on your show, they don't be talking about nothing. So I have seen this format before. Hence why what intrigues me about the Fresh and Fit show is the reaction to it, or the reaction you get from the male followers. They'll be like, what are these 304s talking? And I've seen this before. This is why I like shows like that. I love and hate them, because I don't think it's really good in the long run to have shows like that. But the reaction to it, because I have seen this format before. I've seen that format before. I've seen it with Zoe What. I've seen it a little bit with Corey Holcomb show, but mainly with the Zoe What podcast. He would have these hoes on there. Or Zoe would have that show. It would be just him, and then it'll be like a female roundtable. And Zoe would literally put up like serious topics, real stuff about relationships, life, politics, all of that. And these ladies would not have a clue. like not like these. I'm like I used to watch this. I used to be just like the new people watching Fresh and Fit. I used to literally watch this like I used to be like, you can't make this up. That's how I used to be. I used to be exactly like that. I used to be like, and when people make the mistake about watching shows like Fresh and Fit and stuff like that, they always say the same thing. Oh, those are just the girls from Miami. And people said the same thing about the Zowat show because where's it based in? L.A. Oh, those are just the girls in L.A. And people make that's when people start talking about that show and say, oh, where are you getting these girls from? They're everywhere, bro. Where do you think the girls that come on the Fresh and Fit show, they're not from Miami. They're from smaller towns, and they came to Miami to live it up and party and finesse ninjas. finesse ninjas. That's the finesse and fit podcast. That's their goal. That's the object right there, to finesse ninjas. Oh man, it's 12:26. That's not bad on my end. That's not bad. That's not bad on my end. But yeah, the Fresh and Fit podcast. Well, people gotta understand. I've seen this format before. I've seen that format before. So it's interesting to watch the reaction. And also, I wanted to address another thing, which I do have to come to the defense of the Fresh and Fit podcast. They keep saying that they don't like black women and all this. Guys, are y'all still falling for that? Because the same black women that were saying Fresh and Fit doesn't like black women, they think, but they voted. Oh, let me not bring politics into this. They voted for Sleepy Joe, who was a confirmed racist. Sleepy Joe is a confirmed racist. And they're saying that Fresh and Fit hate black women. Bruh. And then they will literally make posts talking about Kamala. What's another name I can give her? I gotta give her the Sleepy Joe's assistant. They give her so much props, but she done locked up so many ninjas, and they be bigging her up like she likes us. And I'm like, she probably hates us more than anybody, more than all these people that you think hate us. She probably hates us more than anybody. And on top of that, she seems like she has a drug problem, but that's a whole other issue. Guys, if you want to hate on the Fresh and Fit show, it can be on a plethora of things that they do, but this whole thing that they hate black women and we don't protect, we got to, that is a tired trope that I'm getting tired of hearing that shit. It goes back to the point that me and AJ was making about the spoken word. Nobody trying to hear that shit no more. Nobody trying to hear hey, as a black man in America, nobody trying to hear that no more. It's 2023. Nobody trying to hear that no more. It's 2023. They're not trying to hear that. You guys gotta come up with something else, man. It's 2023. Nobody trying to hear that. That spoken word stuff. Where you got the wannabe Erykah Badu's tattoos up the yin yang. You know what I mean? Poom poom perfume. Poom poom smelling perfume. What the fuck? What kind of voodoo? What kind of witchcraft? Oh man, this is insane. This is insane. Also, right after I end this live stream, I'm probably gonna have to do another video because I do have to defend. I have to defend a guy that went on the Fresh and Fit podcast that I seen, and I know he he could be a grifter himself. I don't know. I haven't done a whole lot of research behind him. He's a self-proclaimed CEO, I think, of a construction company. He's making his own money that way, and he's promoting that business end on that end. Justin Waller. And I'm gonna have to make a video defending him against the TradCon wife that all these male conservatives are sipping over. I gotta defend him. I'm gonna have to make a video defending him. Maybe let me talk about. I don't know if I can bring it up, because ever since I've connected this new camera, it's been messing up, just bringing up videos. I'm gonna have to start downloading these videos and then bring it up as the content on my thing. I'm gonna have to start doing that. And we're like, okay, look right here. This is the video we have right here. I'm gonna have to do that. I don't think I can pause it though if I bring it up on here. If I put the video, if I download the video on OBS, but basically in that video, the TradCon wife, she tries to undercut Justin for fucking hoes. And she threw some slick language in there that the average normie is going to miss. Let me see if I can bring it up, because it really got me tight when I saw that. And it's not just seeing that, it was just the simps that, I mean, the simps, man. I'd be like, bruh, these people, I don't understand. like for real, man. Let's see if I can bring it up real quick. I'm probably gonna have to make a separate video for that. Let's see if I can bring that up. Yeah, we haven't. Yeah, maybe it's the extra camera. Maybe it's the extra camera. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the extra camera. Because I got I'm using an external camera for this. Yeah, it's slowing up my stream. So I'm gonna exit out. Of that. It's slowing up my stream. But yeah, right after this, I'm gonna make a video on that topic with Justin Waller. It's gonna be a separate video, and I'm gonna have to come up to his defense, because I don't know where this stuff is coming from. Where a supposed TradCon wife, allegedly, I'm gonna have to, because just because you put on a long dress and look the part doesn't mean you're actually TradCon. Y'all can miss me with that. I grew up around these people. These gotta be a lot of these people are the most phoniest MFers I have met in my goddamn life. I don't think, like, the way I'm never gonna get married. So I'm not people think just because you're not a wife, or if you're not wifey material, that doesn't mean you can't be a decent person. A lot of the strippers I've seen, a lot of the 304s I know, they're actually pretty cool. I actually know some talented musicians that are 304s. That's just who they are. Now, I believe it is up to the man to be like, because a lot of the ladies I've met, they've been pretty open about their lifestyle on how they operate. And these dudes are still choosing to, like, put rings on their fingers. Like, this is where I be coming in, like, you know what she do, right? Dude, one of the first jobs I had, I worked at a theater, and there were a lot of escorts that I was working with. People might not believe me, but I knew a lot of escorts. That was a lot of work. Let me say a lot of working girls, if you know what I mean, that was working with me. And I never put them on blast. I never put them on blast. Don't ask me how I knew, but there was one girl. Only thing I'm going to say is she was the girlfriend of somebody who ended up being the manager. I don't know I don't know if they're even still together, but look, this is confirmed. This is not rumor. I'm talking this specific girl. This is confirmed. She be in the street. She be in these streets she be making money on the streets, selling her thing. And she was the girlfriend of somebody that ended up becoming the manager. And I knew this at the time. And I was just, every time I saw her, I was stuck. I was literally like, oh my God. Every time. Because she was really pretty too. She was a pretty girl. But you would never think so. Because when I saw her, I was like, there's no way. You get a closer look and she's literally all up on you. Let me stop. Let me stop. But there's a lot, like I said, there is a whole lot of people in these jobs. They're working girls. There's certain things you can tell, that they're a working girl. And it's not just her. But like I said, a lot of the TradCon, like back to the TradCon wife stuff, these people, they be undercover 304s, bro. She's trying to shame Justin Waller for effing 304s. And this is where now I got to call into question. If you're really a TradCon wife, right? This so-called, because I don't know, because first of all, if you wasn't a virgin when you met your husband, then you not a TradCon. So I might have to dismiss that off point. Now, say if you did do it all the right way, quote unquote, right? Say she did do it the right way. Say she did. If you already met the husband that you're going to be with for the rest of your life, why do you care about what a boss CEO dude does with his dick? Why do you care about what he does for sex? If you're going to be with your husband the whole time, why are you questioning his lifestyle? It has nothing to do with you. Because it's already implied when you're dealing with a boss, like a CEO type dude, he's going to have multiple women. That's just already off rip. We already know that off rip. So, but she's still trying to, like, the way she's trying to dig at it, like, but, oh, aren't you this man of self-control? And I'm like, bro. And I'm like, is somebody going to tell her? Like, first of all, she's out of line. And when I was saying she's out of line, the simps in the comment section was like, no, all the comments was saying Justin Waller was wrong for telling her to know her place and you stop. And they were saying that he was yelling at, I'm like, Justin Waller didn't even raise his voice. He just like, nah, I just kind of find you. He said, I find you kind of annoying. Then this two goody shoes kind of way. And people took that as an attack. I was like, what? Like, maybe they considered that an attack because it was a woman. I think that's really what it was. He'd even raised his voice at her. I was like, that's not an attack. He's just telling her. It was really just a polite way of telling her, hey, this is boss nigga shit. that's what, in a white version of it, in a white boy version of it, in a white man version of it. He was basically saying, man, this is boss nigga shit. As a man, you can't even go up to a CEO talking about why you cheating. We can't be doing it. Bro, when you a boss, when you a CEO, when you a real boss, you can't. what's happening with women are like literally down here on the priority list. They have way different things that they're talking about. Okay, I see two people in the chat. I know if you don't want to type anything, it's fine. But I'm open to a question here and there. Because I literally read every chat. I read every chat just in case. Don't feel shy. Don't feel shy. You don't have to feel bad if you're breaking me up. Trust me. I'm cool with that. I was doing like 5 different things, setting up an email, setting up a meeting, and not only setting up an email with Undead Chronic. I was also getting text messages from 2 of the other bands I'm in, trying to set up this, try to set up that. Hopefully I didn't mix nothing up. Making sure, the band I'm playing in, we playing at a certain time and whatnot. I had to check that again. Anyway. Like, when you dealing with these guys, they have like and the simps. This is what I want to bring. The males, I don't think male simps understand choosing signals from a woman. I don't think they understand that. I don't think they've been around somebody or they've ever had somebody that actually wanted to be with them on a sexual level where they want to mess with you sexually anywhere, anytime. I don't think they've ever had a girl where it's like she wants to mess with you. You don't even have to take a shower with her and she don't care. Like a lot of you dudes, you probably couldn't even hug the average girl if you were sweating from PE class and she would have a problem with that. I didn't grow up like that. Even though I did get made fun of a lot too by people. But I've been with people, even platonically, like where they want to be with me anytime, anywhere. Even people I knew. I remember like straight off of soccer. Oh, I don't want to hug you. I'm like, oh no. But most of y'all can't even get a. Most of y'all can't even get a hug on regular mode, bro. Most of y'all can't even like. I remember, like I know a girl personally right now that I'm messing with, which is I'm not proud of, but it's just like anytime I don't even have to shower, and she's like, just come over. Like I don't think they understand guys like Justin Waller, bosses, CEO, rappers, these people, they're getting that from several women. Not just, I'm talking about many, so many that it's like, especially if you're considered handsome, tall, and you are a rich CEO, there's no way you're not gonna have multiple women. It's like they're literally, what people need to understand, women will literally put their peace leaf on the platter for you, literally like this. If you're in a position of power, if you're famous, if you're an athlete, one of those things, you got status. And and I think the male simps, they don't understand what that's like. You gotta, maybe because I've been fortunate enough to see that up close with people I know, where I'm talking about, it's like 2016 or 2018 in the digital era, and they're writing down their phone numbers and slipping it to the dude. You can't even get a text back. You can't even get a second date, and they're writing down their numbers. Like it's 2002, just to show how interested, like that level of interest, most dudes are not going to even see it close to that. And this is why I don't like dudes that shame men for cheating, because you don't understand what it's like to have options like that. You just don't. You don't get it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. All right? You have to be monogamous because you don't have many options. You have to be. But it seems like as soon as the average man even gets a promotion, he puts himself in position where he can fuck multiple bitches. I'm talking about these would be the same dudes that are shaming Justin Waller for messing with multiple women. If they get a promotion at work, they will not be able to turn down that temptation of the young girl coming in, right? And now you're the new gatekeeper, so to speak. And the new young girl coming in, kissing your ass, willing to give up the peace leave so she can be put in a better position herself. Most of y'all are not going to turn that down. Most of y'all are not going to keep it business and be like, look, I know I'm in this position, but don't do that to me. You got to actually put some real work around it. Most are going to fail that test. Most men, including these male conservatives that be waxing poetical, they be doing the most dirt, the most debaucherous stuff behind closed doors. Like, these people will come in there and will shame you, act holier than thou. Now they get one measly promotion at their job at Subway, and then all of a sudden they're in trouble for messing with one of their workers underneath them. Look at the guy. Look at what's the fat guy's name on that show? Playback. This guy was shaming Andrew Tate and all these people for him saying, "Oh no, I'm not monogamous." No, he's like, there's no way, right? And they was talking ish about that. Oh, you're wrong and blah blah blah. And then Playback literally got the fat dude. He got caught messing with multiple women. I'm talking about he's been cheating on his fiance multiple times himself. And people are looking at him. Myron was dissing him too. That was funny. And people were like, how can he cheat? I'm like, because he's famous. He's got clout. 1 million subscribers. And it was like and the fiance put him out there. He's like messing with like one of the counter workers. One of the it's gonna be one of them young girls at the counter at Starbucks, and they're literally gonna put it right. They're literally gonna put it right there for you to take it. And most men are not going to experience that, and most men are going to fall for it. Even the most powerful men. If the most powerful men who have abundance of options are still going to just take the risk with some secretary, I already know most of you normies are going to take the risk, break up your whole family over a new girl you met that works at McDonald's. Y'all will break up your whole family over a new young girl that work at McDonald's and think she actually likes you and whatnot. Yeah, these are the same people, bro. The same people. Like I say, the male conservatives, especially on the white male conservatives, they got to catch up. Yes, the white liberal men are cucks. Yes, but like, bro, they're already in the future. They know what the sexual market is like. They know what it is. A lot of them. So they have adapted and into the lowest form of manhood, which is cuckoldry. So that's how they found a way to adopt into being cucks and male feminists and whatnot, which is probably the lowest form of manhood. You know what I mean? And on top of that, a lot of the white liberal or the liberal dudes, they're just they're just really blue pill in terms of they think they're doing the right thing, but it's not until they get their heart broken then they're gonna come back to the right side. No pun intended. You know what I mean? That's why I don't get too caught up in the frenzy with the men that are liberals. I'm like, they'll learn. Just with age and time, they'll learn. Anyway, but that's regarding Fresh and Fit, they're good and bad. I might be biased because I've seen Myron. I've seen him in real life. I've seen him before. And Fresh, and I'm talking about Myron, he's kind of, his background, it looks like it looks like me and him have a very similar background. That's why I understand where he's coming from a lot of the times. It looks like to me, the times I'm hearing him talk, the stuff, the talking points he comes across with, I can tell him and I have very similar backgrounds. And on top of that, we're cut from like the same spot. Both bullied by similar type of people. So I understand where he's coming from. Now, he's still a grifter. Yes, he is a grifter. Now, Fresh, that's biased because he looks exactly like me. So you're not going to see me say a whole lot of negative stuff about Fresh, to be honest with you. Fresh Prince CEO, it is what it is. Yeah, man. Also, with a lot of the guys, I'm subscribed to a lot of these guys, even the grifters. Sometimes I even still watch like Donovan Sharp. He's been called out being a hypocrite way too many times. Like he's been exposed to. Sometimes I still be watching some of his shows, like some of the short clips he do. Some of the stuff is informative. The problem that I have with guys like Fresh and Fit, Donovan, Rolo Tomasi, who else? Sneeko. Oh, that's the one. Another person. You know, I'll cover that later. But those guys, they endorse that PUA stuff, and I cannot get behind that. I believe amongst Manosphere content creators, I think disagreement is the best thing because we could talk it out without it being like it turning into something that it doesn't need to be turned into. We can debate philosophy and all this stuff, but the PUA stuff is like where they just lose me. And another thing too, the reason, like I said before I sign off on this, I'm gonna sign off on this. The reason why Undead is against a lot of these people just strictly making money off this stuff, for me, I understand why he does that. Number one, that social credit score thing, once that comes in, it's going to be a lot of Manosphere creators that you thought was like, they cared. They're going to switch to doing something else. They're going to stop making. Once they realize they can't make a bag off this content creation thing, especially a lot of the female content creators, they're gonna be gone. They're gonna be gone. They're gonna be doing something else. They're gonna be doing a makeup channel or whatnot. I can't talk though. I'm creating a music channel separate from this. But I'm not gonna hide my face though. I'm not gonna hide. This is just my separate channel, and I'm gonna make a not a sports channel, but a soccer channel specifically, and I'm just gonna talk about soccer stuff. Anyway, once that stuff starts rolling in, you're gonna see who the real male content creators are, who are the real people trying to speak up for truth, because people are not gonna be able to make money off this, especially not the men. Now it's crazy. The female content creators in the Manosphere spots, they seem to have no trouble with demonetization, monetization, and all this stuff. They seem to be having a smooth, like, just sailing. No stream interruptions. They're all good. But the men saying the same thing, Hammerhand, guys like that, Undead, these people are having all types of troubles. Tribe of Men and all these people that are having all types of troubles with that monetization stuff. And Just Pearly can just come in and just steal the talking points, and she's making bank. There's nothing wrong with her just making bank, but it's just like, bruh. Like the male content creator that literally put it on the line, they should be financially rewarded. And I think in the future, YouTube is going to get a lawsuit in my opinion, because there are a lot of male content creators that have a legit case that they could put on YouTube to where it's probable cause that there are YouTube employees that are targeting certain channels. I'm pretty sure that I can agree to that. Selling their information, because there should be no way Hammerhand has to do a show where he's opening up the feds was at my people spot. That's crazy. That happened to Zoe Williams too. By the way, that's crazy. Because the guy, I guess, the guy that they said that was a cop killer or whatever, he had made a manifesto and he was part of it. But yeah, I'm gonna sign off on that though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change off my XLR cables. This is ridiculous. The ones that came with this is like weak sauce, man. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off on that, man. Peace out.